Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to Breath of the Wild Master Mode. Last time we got the Faron Tower, but I forgot to check back in with this guy. Where is he? There he is, the guy who told us to clear the beach of monsters. We never checked back in to get our reward. 100 rupees, alright, well. Come back whenever, and I'll share. I wonder if he actually does that. If he shares fish with you. Anyway, back to Faron Tower. Okay, we are heading for the purple pin on my mini-map. Because that's where the stable is. You would be able to see it if not for these trees. Enemy camp right there, and probably a Korok at the very top of there. There's a lot you could find in this region. Oh, I'm turning that off. Hold on. Because you can see, I stamped the location of every shrine that we have yet to get, at least in the regions that we have towers unlocked for. Based on that picture I took of my fully completed other playthrough. Hey, Beetle. Oh, you're gonna take my good Beetle. You always do. Yep, the energetic one. Sure. It's not the best, but it's kind of an equal trade. And it's worth it to make him that happy. What have you got? Thunderwing butterflies. I'm taking them all. They're not needed for upgrades, but hey, you could cook them. And you'll save yourself from ever having to get the rubber armor, which is what we're about to do, because why not? I like that armor, but it's just that Breath of the Wild thing where there's just so much involved just to do the littlest thing. But that's the fun of the game, too. So lightning strikes the stable so often, and she doesn't know why and wants us to figure it out. So if you just look up, lady, you would see. I'm going to use Rivali Scale just to speed things up, but yeah, you just, whoa, don't fall, whatever you do. Just pick that up and talk to her again. I wonder if it was put up there on purpose. Yeah, the Skull Kid did it probably. But anyway, there's the helm. I like the rubber outfit, it looks pretty cool. I mean, it's made out of rubber, so if this game wasn't all pastel and oily looking, it would probably not look as cool. Because you can't really tell that it is rubber in this game just based on the art direction that they chose to go with. Oh, Volt Fruit, yes! We need a bunch of those. That's the thing with this rubber armor. I have plenty of yellow chew jellies, which is what you need for the rank 1 and 2 upgrades, but also for rank 2 you need Volt Fruits, 5 each per part, and I definitely don't have that. You can only get them in the desert. Okay, halt the tilt. This is a neat little stasis seesaw mechanic thing. Whoa. Try to end it early so it recharges faster, but the chest up here, I'm gonna skip the treasure that's within it. Because it's like a soldier's sword or something like that, maybe a knight's sword. Either way, the attack power is like 12 or 14 or something like that. And it's just not worth it right now. Oh, I need stasis. Seesaw it up and come to the other side. Now the thing with this chest though, it's kind of crazy. You can see right up there there's another chest. It's a ancient core, which is pretty valuable if you care about ancient weapons and armor that you really have to go to the Akala region for. Akala, whatever. But yeah, stand on one edge and drop this on the other. And go. You gotta be very precise though, because if it's not at the very edge, you're not gonna jump high enough. Like, there's been times I've done that, and it took like 5 tries before I finally got the proper height to reach it. Whoa, speaking of, I thought I wasn't gonna make it. Alright, next is the rubber pants. And that's a really cool shrine quest with, it's associated with Cass, and it's called A Song of Storms, which is a nice nod to Ocarina of Time. And Majora's Mask. Alright, so this is very strange because we already did Laurelin Village. I'm so used to grabbing this stable, calling for my horse, and riding across the bridge to the east where Laurelin Village is. But we're only gonna go slightly east to get a Korok across this bridge. And then look at this, man. I love this view. 3 cascading waterfalls. Like, this is what makes this game good. There's a lot to complain about otherwise. Whoa, wait, hold on. I know I forgot there's a guy in master mode here. Unfortunately, there's another one up ahead, they both have a wooden chest, so you'd have to use Cryonis and jump down there if you cared. There's you see a little pinwheel indicating it. Look at that waterfall, man. It's so friggin' beautiful. And it's just a pastel little cartoon. I don't know. But this is a cool Korok puzzle. Whoa, that person kind of scared me. I don't know why. Just wasn't expecting them there. But this is a cool thing. It kind of tests your ability to gauge distance with your archery. Ah. There we go. Nice, almost 100%, if not for that first. What was that, like 80% probably? Nope, less now. There we go. Even just that reflection on the water below the Korok's feet, it just looks so good. It's crazy how water can be so beautiful and so deadly at the same time. What's cool about these guys too, all their gear is like I could take a picture of this and now we know where the hunter's shield is. It's cool, and I think her weapon, if she's got something, or is that a guy? I can't tell, the sound is so low. But we gotta hurry up, because there's another Korok thing here, and we're approaching a cursed spot that's gonna make it permanently thunderstorm. But you can see there's a luminous stone in the eye of this statue. If you can go and pick it up, you get a Korok. But it rains all the time, so we gotta hurry. Yep, there we go. I grabbed it. We're good, though. You just gotta be quick, but you may have noticed it changed to forever thunderstorms. Speaking of which, actually this would be faster to just pause, take that off. Alright, let's go. So we're going to Kalora Lake, that's where the pants are. Oh man, it's such a tough climb all the time. Yeah, this region has so much stuff to find, just hidden. We'll get a few of it on the way. Because after this, we're going to go to... Ouch. Riola Falls, I think it's called? Hey, nice. Yeah, you can fish with Cryonis if you're accurate enough. Whoa! I'm surprised that didn't damage me. I wonder if this guy has treasure. No, I don't look like it. Alright, let's go. This is where the thing is. Quick switch back to so much inventory screens, man. Alright, we're doing alright. Nice. I love those lightning strikes, man. The first time, especially, it was so cool to watch. We could do this now. This is the shrine. It's hidden, but let's talk to Cass and trigger it. He's right here. And I like his song. It makes me want to eat cheese. I guess because it's got the French sound to it. Ooh, lizard. Too late.
Oh.
Yeah. So regarding his songs, obviously this game was Japanese first before it was anything else. So like these things right here, this is just like a little verse. Kind of more of a poem, really. Or like, yeah, a verse of a poem. Like I don't know how you would sing that along to the tune he plays, which makes me wonder if in the original Japanese language, it actually does go along with his melody, because a translation could easily ruin that just from the way you have to pronounce things. But then again, it could just be a game. It's like, oh, this is the legendary song, and then it's like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or something. Anyway, let's get up here. Get in there and back it up. I'm gonna equip the axe in a moment. Hopefully it's ready to go. You need something metal to set up here. You can either take the blow yourself, but you probably want to drop it. And let's just hope it starts to spark. Excuse me. There we go. Alright, time to go. This is so cool to watch, too. Flower, get out of the way. It's just so cool. The axe, like, yeah, it's right there if you wanted it, but I don't need it anymore. Alright, so the rubber pants, pretty cool. I like this outfit. It's This and the Sheikah armor are probably my favorite aesthetically. I don't know why my voice just suddenly changed. It sounds, I don't know, it's weird. Okay, so now the shirt is by the Thundra Plateau by Ridgeland Tower, so we're gonna have to go back that way, but first let's go to Ferocious Waterfall. That's what I like to call it. Yeah, see now the Thunder Curse is gone, which kind of sucks. It's neat when you stumble across regions like that, like no matter what, it's always gonna be thunderstorming. I think we're good to equip things now. Alright, so we're very close actually, and thanks to the Zora armor, it's very easy to traverse this area. That's the waterfall we gotta ascend, I believe. But first, there's a little pool. There's so much hidden stuff. Like, it's worth your time to explore this place. Especially, you can get so many hardy Dorians as well, which once again, they're just like hardy radishes. You plop them in by itself and you instantly have a full recovery plus 1 to 5 hearts, depending on how the meal gets cooked. Because sometimes, like, depending on the time of the day and the moon... Whoa, I didn't mean to do that, but we're gonna just keep going. Yeah, you get like a bonus, like, perfect cook award. Alright, how do I want to do this? Try again, maybe? That's just like the best thing we could do. I don't like these puzzles so much, because that rock... But see, it was sitting on top of that chest. There's another one. These both have arrows in it. What is going on? Idea. This is something you could do, potentially. Can you detonate while swimming? No, you can't. I don't think I made it in time. I didn't. Ah, what a waste of everybody's time. Anyway, what you can do is that this is all I care about. The other one might just be, I think it's ice arrows. Which, speaking of, I need. Let's just go. Me and you, pal. Hey. Ever since Twilight Princess, man, those things have had creepy faces. Did I just get shocked and lose something? Bomb arrow to the face. I'm surprised that worked. I thought I was gonna blow up my own feet. Is he dead? He's dead. See you later, pal. Okay, back to business. This is really cool. 2 slabs, and there's like a rare deposit in there, so you could use stasis and break more weapons, or get some octo balloons, probably about 3. These things are so much fun to play with. Oh, don't pop it. Go! Hurry before they crash. That's not going fast, Link. That's climbing on garbage like a Denise. I don't know who Denise is. It's dumb Denise. I'm dead. There's no escaping. Okay, we're good. All that for nothing. Anyway, I think this is it. We're here, right? Yeah, there's the Korok stump. Might as well go for these guys, right? Hey, pal. What do you got in this chest here? Pretty awesome weapon, actually. Ah, really? I hate when the X button doesn't work. Anyway, Link, if you would learn how to not crouch anymore. Too late, you're dead, you're done. Get up there! I don't have the patience for stupid nonsense like that. Anyway, behind here, it's a really cool alcove that leads to a shrine. Like, this is the kind of little hidden natural nook that you would love to stumble across in real life. Impeccable timing, uh-oh. My first 2 playthroughs, I did this basically flawlessly, but my most recent playthrough, I had trouble with it. So first things first, deal with the Switch joystick and how sensitive it turns Link. Once you have that down, now... Okay, so far so good. This is really cool, though. I like how it launches the treasure at you. No Zelda game has ever done that. It's just... A great showing of this game's obsession with physics. So that was just for the little treasure. This one's a little bit more difficult, but not too bad. I think the trick is when they reach the top of their cycle and pause, you count to 3 and then stab it. Or maybe it's like 3.5. I can't remember. So once again, first things first. 1, 2, 3, go. Nah. But that's okay. I'll try one more time, maybe. Because you can cheat this thing with Cryonis. But it is fun to do it the appropriate way, I suppose. The intended way. Nah. See? Believe me, I've done it on one try before. I'm not just saying that. Like it is something weird, like counting to 3 or 3.5. But you just pick a side and wait for the thing to go, and there you go. It's in. Cheap way of doing it, but it works. And there's the keys flying out of nowhere. Alright, so that completes all but one shrine of the Faron region, which is actually closer to Hateno Tower. It involves killing 3 different levels of Hinox, and we'll probably be doing that at the very end of this episode, but there's some other stuff I want to do first. So we'll go back outside and probably see Farosh. He's probably about to spawn. And get the 2 Korok seeds that are right nearby and some little mini treasures. And then we'll go for Ridgeland Tower and the rubber shirt. Alright, let's go. That one guy's still alive, isn't he? Because I skipped him because I fell like a weirdo. Well. Or maybe he fell. I don't see him. These treasures, though, they're mostly like 20 rupees or 50 rupees. Step on the stump and go. As long as you have all 3 Zora armor pieces, this one's really easy to make. Nice hardy bass, too. I forgot you could farm for them so easily here. There's a lot I want to talk about this episode, too. Kind of going off of, nice view, man. What I was kind of talking about last time. Whoa, what's going on? That's a blood moon. Nice little attack up thistles. Oh, here we got another Cryonis treasure. There's another Korok on the center there on a ball and chain. Well, let's see if we can pull this off a little bit better this time. So far, no. This is like the most wonky mechanics, man. There we go, we got it. Now, aiming helps. See, when you know it's both arrows, it's faster to do that if you can aim. Oh no, Canyon, he's coming, I'm scared. Oh no, Cannon! Alright. It's so cool to look at, though, every time. Link, Ganon's power is growing, but you can still wander around for 600 more hours, and I'll still be in an egg. Alright, please. Whoa! Why am I going? Farosh! Dude, he's like right there! I forgot he spawns right there. The wind blew the chests away. That's not good, because one of them is a sapphire, the other one's a spear. There's the... Oh, Farosh, please. Not now. Okay, please be the one I want and not the spear. That doesn't matter. It's gonna be the spear. No, it isn't. Thank you. See, sometimes life still surprises you with good things. Oh, man. I could make it. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying something. we're doing this now, I suppose. Where is the ball and chain? Look at that, there's 3 chests right down there, too. But there's the ball and chain. So you probably want to stand on this thing. There we go. I'm really curious about those chests now, though. That's the thing. Can I reach any of them from here? You would think. They seem so close. Nice. Definitely worth it. I can reach all of them. This is fantastic. Not fantastic anymore. Why did you pocket it, Link? It's garbage. Ah, my phone is ringing. Whatever. Opal and opal. Alright, now we're gonna go for the shirt. It is somewhere by Ridgeland Tower, so I'll see you over that way somewhere. Oh, here we are at the Tabitha stable. I forgot we never talked to this guy either after finding the second Great Fairy. Oh yeah, this is stupid. It makes you say forgetting something? Were you trying to tell me you want a reward? Yeah, he already gave us plenty. 500 rupees? Nobody else gives you that much money in this game. But anyway, we're by the Thundra plateau, which is what we need to be by. And, get some mushrooms up there. Yeah, there's something addicting about this game. As frustrating as it is in spots, and like how tedious it is to get everything. Because it's a very much collect-a-thon game in a way. Come on! I don't have the time. Now they come, right? Ooh, Korok! Get out of here, bats! Where'd he go? I just saw him. There he is. Twinkling around. Gotcha! Okay, now what? Dude, really? Still? Get out of here! Are we... Where is the Thundra Plateau? Well, okay, we're approaching it now. I just couldn't find it for a while there. I don't know. Unfortunately, we kind of came at it from a bad way. It would have been nicer to come from Hebra Tower, because then you're at a higher elevation and could make this a lot easier, because this can be extremely frustrating at times thanks to stasis and its horrible accuracy, which I'm sure we're going to run into because it's very rare to do this flawlessly. Look who I see, another Korok. Oh. Well, it's just... What is it? Oh, you're out of stamina because you're tired and chubs. Come on! Nobody's got time for this stupid garbage. There you go. Thanks for sitting there for so long. Anyway, this will be a good time. Basically, for this puzzle, I don't want to be explaining it the whole time. I don't want to be explaining everything I'm doing the whole time. I hate when that ends up happening. I liked more of what I did last time, talking about things while playing. But yeah, there's these little jawbreakers. That's what they remind me of. This one's probably cherry flavored. There's also a lot of good frogs and electric butterflies in this pool. It'd be worth it to put your Sheikah armor on and just do a circle around here. Picking up, speaking of, hot-footed frogs, there's also tireless frogs, like this one. See what I mean? Definitely worth your time if you're looking to upgrade the climbing armor at some point. And if you like cooking stamina dishes. But anyway, what we do, I'll explain this one and then I'm not explaining it. But yeah, you take whatever flavor jawbreaker, hope that everything goes in your favor. And now this one and the orange one directly across from us, we have to launch. So you're gonna get stasis and some kind of a weapon and pray it goes in a straight line. And you gotta hit it hard. Please be good enough. Okay, it's there. Yeah, you gotta really beat that thing, man. That could sound weird out of context. Alright, off to the orange one, because that's the next most difficult. The other two are like right in there. Hey man, I don't need any of your chew jellies. I got way too many, I think. But okay, this is the hard one. Because climbing, it's gonna suck. But last time, if you recall, basically the whole summary of whatever I talked about last time. I mean, the video's titled something like Shoreline Adventure and the Meaning of Life. What is going on, Link? But at one point, kind of halfway into the video, I said there's no wrong way to live life. It's only wrong, basically, if you think it's wrong. And there's more I could say on that. And I want to, because we're actually going to be seeing a Zelda cutscene in a little bit that relates to all of this. It really makes you think. Like, Zelda is very fleshed out in this game. And for that, I definitely do appreciate it. Come on, man, move. Okay, hold on, I gotta stop for a second, because this is gonna frustrate me if it doesn't go right. Alright, Link. That's not straight. That's better. Keep going. Okay, that's good enough. Thank God it all worked on the first try for each of those. So, okay, yeah, there's no wrong way to live life, right? Oh, get these. But really there is a wrong way to live life, I think. And the reason I say that is because after a certain while, like, this is how I am these days. It's very much going to be a great descriptor of me, present day. Yeah, now we just gotta put these in their proper spot. The green one we gotta climb to, the purple one's right where it needs to be, basically. But yeah, there is no wrong way to live life. Just do what makes you happy, right? As long as you're happy, then you're doing everything okay, right? Who cares what other people say? But there gets a point as you age where it's not good enough anymore. Everything that used to make you happy doesn't give you anywhere near the same level of enjoyment and pleasure that it used to. That's called anhedonia. It means a loss of pleasure, or an inability to experience pleasure, basically. Pleasure being anything. Enjoyment. It doesn't mean like sexual pleasure, although that could be it too. And yeah, that's how I feel so much all the time now. Like, this is a great example. Video games. I spent my whole childhood playing video games. Like, the Legend of Zelda franchise. I love it. I still love it. I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm gonna play it, and it'll make me happy. But it's a very short-lived thing. And, this is another analogy I say all the time. I didn't mean to pick that up. The analogy I say all the time, or it's not an analogy, it's just something I say. Oh, it's, think of entertainment, right? If you're bored, maybe you watch TV. That involves turning something on. Maybe you play this game, or any other video game. It involves turning on a TV and a console, all kinds of electrical things. Maybe you listen to music, that involves turning something on, and or maybe you read a book, which just involves opening a book. However, it's lucky there's almost gonna explode. I'll finish this inside. Okay, buried secrets. First thing you want to do is bomb this first block. It should destroy everything, and down here is the shirt for the rubber armor. And that's the block we're gonna need to solve the rest of the shrine. There's a chest right up here. It's got a opal, I think, in it. And I never remember how to actually get it, so it's best to just use the block to push it off the ledge, and there you go, pick it up that way. And actually, I'm gonna put this right up here for now. get this. Okay, my thought as I do the rest of this shrine, I was saying there's no wrong way to live life, but actually there is, because as you get older you start to develop anhedonia, at least in my case, the inability to experience pleasure, or just things that used to be enjoyable don't give you anywhere near the same amount of enjoyment as they used to. Everything just kind of feels empty. It kind of goes to the song Paranoid by Black Sabbath. There's a specific line to that song. I'm trying to think of which one I'm thinking of. What's the line? I just had it in my head and I lost it. Nothing seems to satisfy, I know, that's basically it. Need to... I forget, what's the next line, man? I just listened to that song, too. Anyway. Put this block on the switch. And I did get it right, okay. Saying the switch is weird, by the way, since it's a console now. But there you go, that's that shrine. And I didn't get anywhere more in this argument yet. I'm gonna have to do it when we go back outside. We're going to Ridgeland Tower now. Finally, gonna pick up some electric weapons, hopefully. It should be fun. Alright, Ridgeland Tower is the yellow pin for me at the moment. There it is. Okay, so... oh yeah, the curse of the thunder is gone now, too. Again, kind of aesthetically it stinks, because it was nice coming across these places. Like, what's so fun to do when you do upgrade the rubber armor to the point where you're unshockable? Just, like, purposely go somewhere with lightning and equip everything metal and use your body as a weapon and let the lightning strike you and just, like, stand next to enemies with it. It's really fun to do. But now that you've found all that stuff, it's hard to find a place that's constantly under a thunderstorm. But okay, so there's no wrong way to live life, but there technically is, because as you get older, you start to feel empty inside all the time, and nothing seems to satisfy. That's kind of what I said last time, and I'm elaborating on it now. Like, and because of that, you start to realize you're running out of time, and you're getting older. There's certain milestones, again, going to that you need to achieve. And you start to realize there's not much time. Alright, here we go. Get our battle outfit. I don't need a shield, but I do need a bow. This is going away. And... sure. These things are so much fun. Whoa, Link, that's not the menu I wanted. You know what? This one's probably almost broken at this point. Let's use it. The problem with these guys is they don't die when they fall in the water, like the goblins do and moblins. Yes, that was a good fight. I liked it. No! No! How do you pick them up? Seriously, how do you get them out of the water? Because you can't. You can't magnesis them. You can't stasis them. Well, you can, but what are you supposed to do? And Cryonis only affects the surface. I just lost. That sucks. There's no way to dive underwater in this game either. Oh well. So, the thought that you still haven't finished. There's so much to say and so little time to do it. These are very good. Cook one of them and it's like a full wheel of stamina. I think each fish that you add to the dish is a full stamina wheel. There's a knight's halberd down there too. Probably the longer you play the game, it'll have like a durability or attack boost as you go. But okay, so you start to realize there's certain things in life that you should have achieved. Like in my case, I'm starting to really feel the pressure of, by this point I should be mid-level career and enjoying it at least, or having plans, and with that under my belt, definitely at this point having dated somebody. Oh, it's raining, bomb arrows are ineffective. Basically have a steady girlfriend of multiple years at this point, considering engagement and marriage. Yeah, see, anytime you want a Thunder Spear, come back this way. But another thing you could do, Rivali's Gale, man. Which, speaking of, there's always an inventory screen you gotta do, though. Ah, don't knock me off. Definitely do not interrupt my volleys. Gale, what did I just say? Oh my god. Alright, now I'm pissed. You're dead. Okay. It'll recharge. It's not so bad. Don't get mad. Get glad. Yeah, I'm very quick to anger these days too, man. And it all falls into this stuff because you have that burning hole of emptiness inside of you all the time that it just doesn't satisfy. It's like, as you get older, the requirements to be happy, just internally, get more and more extreme. There's like so many more prerequisites needed before being happy can be a thing. Like before, when you're a kid, you just plop in a video game and play it, and it's great. And maybe you have to go to school, but it's not that big of a deal. When you're a kid, you're never that upset and depressed. You might have bad days and not want to be at school and be bored, but it's all very short-lived and you're pretty happy. But as you get older, that burning hole of something that needs to be fulfilled just grows and grows. And so now here you are older, everything that you used to love to do barely makes you happy anymore, and you can find a problem with it. Like, video games are the greatest example. It's like, you should not be playing video games ever after a certain age. You should just be focusing on life and getting it all together. And I actually have a good example of that. I went to get my hair cut right after finishing the previous part that we did. And there was a guy there. Well, hold on. We're at the point where I got to do something else. So we're going to go to an early Zelda memory right now, which is right here, to the Boschkala Shrine. But I'm going to leave this loading screen in this time because I'm mid-thought here. Yeah, this guy, he was getting his hair cut, and I was looking at this dude, and I was like, I wish I looked like that. He looked exhausted, and I was eavesdropping on his conversation with the hairstylist people, and he's got apparently two twin boys, and he had a girl. He had one of the twins and a girl. He was getting their hair cut, and he was talking about how he works like 60 to 80 hours a week, and anytime they offer extra hours, he has to take it because his wife recently gave birth, and she's not back to work yet. And like, basically this guy, all he does is go to work. He works insane amounts. What am I doing? I'm going to Zelda's memory. So, yeah, we'll get the Korok seed over here on our way to it. Basically that tree in the distance is where we're going. And yeah, I looked at this guy. He was not extremely muscular or anything, but he was built like an average guy, and that's a thing I always have an issue with. It's like, there's an average man size, and I'm smaller than it all the time. I'm not talking dick size either. Like, luckily that's not an issue, but everything else, height, fat, muscle, all of it. I'm a twig, a short, tiny twig. And it bothers me all the time because I easily look at guys like this and I'm like, damn it. And then you listen to him and like, okay, so this guy's married and he's a hard-working man. And so many guys I know are that. These dudes that just work. That's all they do. And that begs the question, coming full circle to the anhedonia thing and trying to have fun and be happy in life. I think it might just be an adult thing. Like, at some point you just have to accept you're not going to have fun anymore. And you have to learn to make that fun. Like, this guy works all the time. What does he do for fun? He was talking about how one day he pulled in the driveway and fell asleep, and his wife was like, where have you been? And he was like, I'm being honest with you, I pulled in and I fell asleep in the driveway. Because he's that exhausted, because all he does is take care of kids, which, yeah, that's a handful in itself, especially, like, I forget how many he said he had. I think there was even more than the two twins and the girl. There's a Korok seed back here, by the way. And yeah, he just like works insane hours and takes care of kids, and that's what being a man is, on top of having so many skills. Like, you basically work, and that has to become fun. And now we're gonna see a Zelda memory that is also gonna be so much fodder of thought to talk about. Things I think about a lot. She's basically the opposite of me, as we're about to see in this cutscene. Which is something else I could talk about once I ever finish this thought. But anyway, take a breather and enjoy the cutscene, I guess, if you're still even sticking around.
I doubt this will let up anytime soon. Your path seems to mirror your father's. You've dedicated yourself to becoming a knight as well. Your commitment to the training necessary to fulfill your goal is really quite admirable. I see now why you would be the chosen one. What if one day you realized that you just weren't meant to be a fighter? Yet the only thing people ever said was that you were born into a family of the royal guard, and so no matter what you thought, you had to become a knight. If that was the only thing you were ever told, I wonder then, would you have chosen a different path?
Yeah, man, I could say so much about everything Zelda just said. Like, this is coming from Japan, right? It's the stereotypical Asian culture thing where, you know, if you don't become a doctor, your parents disown you. Okay, so now, hold on. That's done. I can delete this stamp. We're gonna finish this shrine. It's the last shrine of the Faron region that we have yet to do. Easiest way to get there is probably from Hateno Tower. Alright, let's go. It's right up through this alleyway between these two mountains. We're gonna run into... We have to destroy 3 different levels of Hinox. Like one... I think in the normal mode, one is red, which is the easiest, one is blue, and one is black. But I don't think there's a Hinox that goes higher than black, even in Master Mode. I don't think there's like a silver, which would normally be the next rank, so it might still be red, blue, and black, which... Hey, it's fun though. And this will be the last of the Faron shrines, to the best of my knowledge, unless I'm missing something. So, okay. Back to my thought and everything Zelda just said in that cutscene, too. I was talking about the guy who worked, and, like, basically, like, it just... You start to realize that, I don't know, man, it's so hard to put into words, like... So you're realizing slowly that everything that used to be fun and used to satisfy doesn't. And then you start seeing all these other people and how they live their life. And you realize, like, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But then, of course, it's the question, like, one could say there's no supposed to for anything. Again, it's all how you look at it and what you want. I'm starting to wonder where these Hinox... Oh, there he is. There's the red one. Okay, we're going the right way. Also, several Koroks around here as well. This is a garbage weapon, dude. Okay, let's be very cautious now. Oh, I do have to kill them, though. I forgot. That's the whole... Actually, no, you don't! They have it on their necklace, that's right. But why not kill the weak one? No, let's kill one of the stronger ones. That way we get better weapons. Or no, kill the weak one, because they'll die faster, and pick up the... Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I don't think... Okay, we should be able to reach him from here. Oh, we could do the hand trick. But he'll probably wake up with the water. His water is louder than, not water. So, okay. Whoa, man, the X button almost didn't press again. I'll take it. So yeah, you could easily sneak this away. We have to take it up the hill. There's a... It'll tell you about the shrine quest, but... Wake up, pal. It's go time. Youngest kin. Oh, hey, well. forget how to do this. It's been so long. What am I using right now? I know it was like a link weapon or something. Oh man, this guy's a joke! A pumpkin! Cool, normally you can only get them in Kakariko Village. All these Hinox guts. Nice Volt Fruit, thank you. All these Hinox parts are for some armor. I don't know, probably the Barbarian one. No, I think that's mostly Lionels and stuff. We're about to get shocked. No, it's not lightning. Anyway, see, this is why it's so hard to finish. Like, a post-commentary works so much better when you're trying to tell a story. So you're not getting constantly interrupted. Thanks, Rivali. Night speed's up in effect. You see that? After 9 p.m., he's just suddenly got a boost in walking speed, which is nice. So, okay, to finish my thought and then get on to what Zelda was saying. So, we already know there's no wrong way to live. It's all how you look at it. But you start to realize then there is a wrong way to live and that everything you've been doing your whole life is wrong. Because now it doesn't make you happy anymore. And this kind of ties into what Zelda was saying a little bit. Anyway, it'll tell you about the quest. Ancient orbs guarded by the giants of Mount Turan lead to the shrine. The 3 giant brothers, so that was the youngest now. I forget, this I'm assuming is probably the second. But it gets to that point, like for me, I'm 30 years old, very close to 31 already too, which is insane. What is that? Thunderstorm Rod. Oh yeah, that's like the elite version of the lightning rod. I can't finish this thought for the life of me, man. I'm almost done with it too. You start to realize that you need to change, since the old you isn't fun anymore. Like, you can't be the old you anymore. You have to change, and that's such a stupid thing about being human. Like, wouldn't it be nice if you just did the same thing every day and every time it was great? But it doesn't work that way. You start to get, why is just one still alive? No, this is the oldest brother. Do we take him out? I don't know how. Oh, wait. Oh. This would be awesome if I could pull this off without waking anybody up. But yeah, you need to change, but change is hard. Because all you want is that to be happy. Like, you need something, some kind of fix. Go, 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 go. Even if he wakes up, you're good. Just run. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now, and I didn't even fully... There's so much interruption with this game. Like, this is more of a vlog, I think, than something to talk about during a Let's Play, but... I hate talking... Like, oh, well, now I'm carrying the orb to this thing, and then we're gonna do that. Like, you need something to talk about to make things interesting, I think. And my specialty just happens to be deep, depressing thoughts. But yeah, it's kind of like being addicted to drugs. I'm not addicted to drugs. I'm just saying, like, think of every story you've ever heard of, like, a crack addict or somebody addicted to heroin. It gets to the point, like, the first time it gets you high and happy and it's amazing, and then you need more, and then you need more, and it gets to a point where no matter how much you do, you still have this burning emptiness itch to fill something, and you don't even realize how much you're destroying your life. And it's the same with everything, like video games. Okay, you spent your whole childhood playing video games. In my case, I made plans to program video games and went to college for it. And then I had a mental breakdown because at that point I started to feel the anhedonia, like, this isn't good enough anymore. I can't sit in front of a computer and play games for the rest of my life. How am I supposed to find a wife if that's what I do? It's the most unattractive thing, and all of this is my own crazy head case, because that's not the case. You can easily find a wife if you're a nerd. You just gotta look in the right spots. But yeah, and then I ended up changing my major 7 times. I was interested in meteorology, and then I was like, nah, I won't do that. And then, I don't know, I changed my major so many times, and ultimately landed on psychology, go figure, because my mind was just going insane. And all of that stuff was interesting because I could relate to it. And, yeah, it's just crazy. Alright, let's get in here. Oh yeah, what is this anyway? Critical hit. I'll take it instead of something else I accidentally picked up. This. But yeah, now I didn't really have any other plans for the rest of this episode. I can't think of anything, because we could rush for the Zelda memories. Oh wait, we gotta go upgrade the armor, okay. So we'll upgrade the armor and take a picture of the bloopy and start preparing for Korok Forest next time. Okay, here we go. There's a bloopy. You need to take a picture of these. One of them, at least. One of the Koroks in the forest wants one. And he gives you some kind of prize for it. Ah, well, I'll shoot the second one if it spawns. And also, I need to go to Pondo's Lodge and clear an inventory space and get the Blizzard Rod he gives you, because there's a Korok that wants to see that, and he gives you like 300 rupees just for showing him. Anyway, the Silent Princesses are probably back. A blood moon just happened. We need a lot of these to upgrade the 4th tier of the stealth armor I'm wearing right now too, in addition to the Champion's Tunic. So it's worth your time to every now and then pop into all the fairy fountains and just pick the Silent Princesses, if you plan on getting the 4th tier upgrade. Again, totally optional, but then at the same time, it's kind of one of those like 100% things that you want to do. I don't know. Okay, my thought. We gotta finish it, man. It's so hard to do while you're distracted by the game. Yeah, let me just make sure. I'm already distracted again. Ay, ay, ay. So my final point is change is hard because, yeah, see, we need so many Volt Fruit things. Alright, I'm just gonna keep all of this in and finish my thought. We're gonna go to Pondo's Lodge and get that, and then we'll be ready to go to Korok Forest next time. So, in summary of everything so far, there's no wrong way to live life, but then you start to realize there is, because everything you've done with your life feels empty and does not fill you with the same sense of satisfaction that it used to. And then you start questioning everything, and it's just insanity. So, alright, where are we going? We're going to Pondo's Lodge, which means we need some help. Oh yeah, we could start exploring this region too. I'm leaving all of this in to continue my thought, so yeah, you start feeling the anhedonia where nothing satisfies, and there's that hole in you, just like if you were addicted to heroin. Like, nothing you do, everything that's supposed to be fun, doesn't make you happy. And it's like you're on a constant quest to just feel somewhat good again, and you start comparing yourself to everybody else, and like, I don't know, it's just insane. Like, I was just at McDonald's, and there were some teenage girls there. They must have just came from the lake or something, because they were practically naked. They were wearing bathing suits and like booty shorts and everything, and like they're clearly underage. So that's always an awkward thing. Where's Pondo? There he is. Speaking of, I gotta drop a weapon anyway. But yeah, like, give those girls a couple of years and they're gonna be like the hottest thing ever. Like, you could tell, even when they're young. Like, and they know it. They wouldn't go in public looking like that if they weren't purposely trying to, I don't know, it's just, What am I dropping? I don't know what to drop. I have 2 of these. I'll drop this. No, drop what I'm holding, you dope. Okay, so... yeah, you start looking at these young kids and how attractive they are, and they've got all of the time, the most important time ever to figure it out. Late high school, becoming independent, and now you're off to college. You better pick the right major and make sure you get a job afterwards, get an internship, and make sure it's something the world needs and not something you want. Which now, this ties into what Zelda was just talking about. Come on, 9 hours. Did it pay off? Nah, it didn't. Oh well. I need to bowl a strike too. We're gonna be here a while. Maybe not. It's usually pretty quick. I'll cut ahead too if my point. I don't know. It's oh, this is my last recording for a long time. I think I got so much coming up anyway. Where do I throw it? Down the middle. That's right. It's too far to the left. It's gonna go way off to the right. Anyway, you start looking at these kids that have their whole life ahead of them and hope that they don't make mistakes for their sake, but it makes you miss being that age because now it's too late. You had your chance to get everything right and you screwed up. Now how do you bounce back from failure? And you have to change. Something about you has to change, and my point is, change is hard. Because you're still waiting, you need something before you can change. You can't just be miserable and then expect to change. It's like saying, oh, you just broke your leg? Well, kick this soccer ball. It's like, I can't. My leg is broken. It needs to heal first. It's the same thing. I'm freaking miserable. I need something that's going to make me smile before I can start taking these positive steps to change my life and never feel this way again. It's the same exact thing. There we go. There's the strike. And, this ties into Zelda. See, Zelda's got the typical, like I said, Asian culture thing where... bowl me over, kiddoms. There it is. Now we're ready for Korok Forest. I've lost interest, pal. Okay, now, since we're doing this, we're gonna approach it from here. So we'll just make our way that way. Yeah, this is all next time. I'm just finishing my thought real quick. So Zelda was saying, like, in her case, she's a princess, right? And all the Zeldas before her have unlocked a hidden power, and it's her role to discover that power. But she's not interested in that. She's interested in, like, studying things and science. And she's looking at Link, who's a knight following in his father's footsteps, and he's doing it with dedication, very similar to this man who works 80 hours that was getting his hair cut. Like, that's what men are supposed to be, like what Link is doing, dedicated to what he has to do, and not worrying about whether it's fun or not, you know? And, alright, well, I'm still talking, so we're just making our way over that way. Stealth armor would help too. I need an inventory space again. I can't drop mid... Okay, well, just... Sorry. Again, I'm taking a break from recording because this is choppy and I've got... There's just so much going on anyway. I'm probably not even going to have the time. I mean, you could tell. Listen to me. I'm a frantic mess. My mind is going 8,000 miles a minute and I can't focus on things. And it's not ADHD or anything like that. It's just I'm a depressed wreck and life has not been going my way for at least a decade. And I don't know how to fix it. But okay, Zelda. So she wants to study science and stuff. But she has this obligation, very opposite of growing up in the United States where freedom of choice is a thing. Going back to me changing my major like 7,000 times. It's too much freedom that it's bad. But somebody like Zelda would love that because she would... Okay, well, we're here. This is next time. I'm just going to finish my thought real quick with Zelda. You could... I mean, I don't know. Save it, and then... So yeah, like Zelda, she has no choice. She's got in that family where she has to do a specific thing, you know? And... I almost would say, as a guy who grew up in the United States and has been defeated by having too much freedom of choice and no direction otherwise, I would kill for that. Just having a path that is guaranteed success and following it. But then there's people that grow up in exactly that, like arranged marriages. They're like, well, I would rather just marry who I want to marry, not who you tell me I should, right? Like, both of those, it all goes full circle back to what I said last episode, where there's no wrong way to live life. It's only wrong if you think it's wrong. And it's all how you look at things. And any one thing you can pick apart and either be miserable about it or happy about it. And so, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It all ties in. I know it was very chopped up, but you can sum up everything I said. And probably the take-home thing you'll notice is that I'm just friggin' miserable. But it ties into Zelda too, the theme of this game, because this whole thing is learning about Zelda's burden and she's definitely the most fleshed out she's ever been in any Zelda game. And yeah, I just look at that, like, freedom is not always a good thing. Freedom of choice, sometimes you need to be told become a doctor or, you know, study computer science. But I don't know, it's crazy. But anyway, I'm just chewing your ear off at this point and not even playing the game anymore. So next time we will be doing the Korok Forest and getting the Master Sword finally, and then maybe the Elden region after that? I don't know. It's all up in the air. And I still feel like I haven't summed up my thought properly, but I could talk for hours, man. I guess the ultimate way to sum this up, everything between last episode and this episode, is as you get older, like, why does it become so much harder to just be happy? Like, when did being happy become so hard to do? And that's just how it feels all the time. And it conflicts with everything. It conflicts with recording these stupid videos because sometimes I'm just not in the mood or the commentary is awful. And then I look at the analytics too, and like most of these videos, this entire Let's Play series gets like maybe 20 views, some of which are myself, just to make sure that the video works. It's like, obviously this is not your path in life. You missed the chance. It's not 2010 anymore. Let's Plays are dead unless you're already a Let's Player. It's time to go to work, find the right job, find the wife, start living like men are supposed to live, like that guy who works 80 hours a week because he has no other choice but to do so, and make that fun. Video games are done. Like, that's the kind of depression that festers within me all the time. And again, it all just circles back around to it's however you look at it. It could be completely wrong and abysmal, or it can be just okay. But I feel like it's more likely to just be completely abysmal and not okay, because there's so many chances, so many idle moments, like when you're just laying there in bed and just nothing feels right ever. And there's just that burning emptiness that doesn't go away and you don't know how to fill it and be happy and satisfied. So it's insane. And it doesn't matter if you have all the freedom in the world and all the money in the world. It's always going to be there. Anyway, see you guys later. Take care. Sorry. Thank you. And everything in between.